Deepak, I am ready from my side.
Yes, sir. We can start. Mr. Indran, would you like to start the session and then Mauli takes over?
Surely.
Yeah. You can introduce Mr. Mauli and then we can.
Just a second.
Mr. Indran, let me take the opportunity to introduce Mr. Mauli to the people virtually present here.
Hello. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Deepak,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
Hi, very good evening to everyone who is present here. The next 30 minutes are going to be very important for you, so I would request your quiet presence here. My name is Deepak and I am part of Seed Infotech, which is an authorized SAP education partner and a award-winning SAP partner here in India. Today we have Mr. Mauli, who is an SAP certified consultant and he's part of SAP ecosystem for more than 2 decades. He himself is a certified consultant and also a solution architect. Mr. Chandra Mouleeswaran is fondly known as Mauli. He's an MBA and also an engineer by academics, and he's a solution architect in SAP, and he's been behind this university and skilling initiatives in India. So I'm sure you will get a lot of valuable understanding about what SAP is all about, how SAP is going to add value to these programs, and what are the outcomes that you're going to get out of these industry integrated programs along with ADTU, right? Over to you, Mauli sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Deepak. Can one of you confirm if I am audible,
Yes,
loud and clear?
Visible and audible, sir.
And my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you. Firstly, good evening to all students and faculty and other management team members who have joined this call. This call is primarily to make you aware of the highlights and benefits of an SAP career and why it is important in today's context. So that is what I would be narrating to you in the next half hour. For the benefit of a good listening experience, I would request all the other fellow participants to be on mute. And you can keep posting your questions in the chat, and we will surely reserve some time in the end for questions and answers as well. So all of you are here now dedicating nearly 45 minutes to an hour of your time to listen to this session. So firstly, let me give you the reason as to why this is a time well spent. The main headline message from my side is that there is need for a industry-aligned curriculum and certification. What I mean by that is, if you are doing a BTech in India today, you are probably one among 7.5 lakh people, because nearly 15 lakh engineers pass out every year, and of which 7.5 lakhs are BTech in computer science and engineering. So you are one among 7.5 lakhs. That is the first thing. If you are an MBA, again, there are about 1 million MBAs coming out every year, which is about 10 lakhs. So you are one among 10 lakhs of people when it comes to you are an MBA. BBA also the same thing. It is again running in several lakhs. So what is wrong with that? There is nothing wrong with that, but there is something not fully right about this also. The reason is, while I as a hiring organization or anybody who is a hiring organization hires you as an engineer or an MBA or a BBA, today what is happening is we are expected to train you for 6 months and put you on probation for another 6 months, which means for 1 full year after I employ you as an employee, I don't get any benefit out of you. I am actually teaching you. I am actually running a college after college, which means you are not job ready for me. So as an industry, as hiring organizations, we all want people who are job ready. And job readiness to be provided by a educational institution is a difficult thing. Because from SAP, I will say I need SAP certified people. Another, say for example, Google will come and say that I need GCP certified people. Amazon will come and say that I need AWS certified people. So there is no end to this. I mean, there are so many variations of technology, so many differences in certifications within SAP itself. There are nearly 100 plus different certifications available. So it is difficult for an educational institution to actually provide this kind of knowledge from their side. So that is where we from industry are collaborating with higher education institutions like Assam Downtown University and launching such industry aligned curriculum. So that is what I'm going to be talking about in terms of what is this new programs that we are launching in association with Assam Downtown University. So the first reason why something like this is essential is because we live in a digital era. So let us ask a very fundamental question. Tomorrow you are going to, for the students community, you are going to become employees in the corporate world tomorrow, very soon, when you graduate. And for the others who are already in corporate world in employment, why are we paid? Why are we paid salary? We are paid salary for 4 things. One is we are expected to think and make decisions using our brain, which is one of the functions in the best interest of the organization. Like for example, somebody in ADTU may be focused on how to get better admissions, how to get better placements for students, how to make the learning experience better for students, those kind of things. From SAP perspective, I may want to look at how do I get more companies to use SAP? How do I make more successful implementations of SAP in customer organizations and things like that. Second is we are also expected to listen and speak with the customers. So we need to understand what are some of the requirements or pain points of the customers and accordingly position the right solutions for them. So that is the second thing, which is the communication skill, listening and communication skill. Third is collaborative working. Obviously, in corporate world, nothing is a one-man show or a one-woman show. It is all teamwork. If a customer asks for a bike, for example, for students, it may be an easy, relatable, and interesting example. Firstly, there has to be a salesperson who has to understand that, identify a customer who is in need of a bike. Then the production people have to actually manufacture the bike. And for the production people to manufacture the bike, the procurement team has to procure the raw material. Finance team has to give funds to procure raw material. HR department has to give people to work in the shop floor. Maintenance team has to manage the machines without any breakdown. So it's all a bunch of people coming together, a bunch of departments and functions coming together to just make that one bike possible to be delivered to a customer. So that is collaborative functioning. And the fourth thing is we are also expected to do certain things independently by our hand. That is the fourth thing for which we are paid salaries. But today what is happening is analytics as a function in technology with all this big data. You would be hearing all these names, big data and cloud analytics and all that. It is becoming possible to process terabytes of data in a matter of few seconds or few minutes. Terabytes of data. I'm not even talking about megabytes of data, gigabytes of data. I'm talking about terabytes of data. Like for example, if Reliance Jio wants to know, who have about 40 crore plus customers, how is the usage of data and voice and other services of Jio, they can do it on a almost instantaneous basis. That's the extent to which analytics is replacing thinking and decision making by humans. Second is, if you order something in a Zomato or a Swiggy, I'm sure most of you would have had that experience. And if there's a problem with your order, and if you go into the support channel, you are never connected to a live human agent to start with. It is a or to AI bot to which you are connected. And the AI bot will ask, what is the problem with your order? And if you specify, I didn't probably receive some item, it will automatically process the refund for that item and close it out. Only if the issue is not solvable by the AI bot will it go to the human agent. So which means even listening and speaking as a function is getting replaced by technology. Third is with IoT, Internet of Things kind of technologies, the whole world is becoming connected. Even machines are connected. Sitting, probably assume that I am in Assam today. Sitting in Assam, I can actually switch on the air conditioning and switch on the washing machine and open or close the main door lock of my home, or even control my car using IoT apps. So connected working is also getting taken over by technology. And fourthly, even our actions, routine actions, there is something called routine process automation using machine learning that is automating repeatable human actions. That is what is the fourth thing. So obviously technology is in a big way filling for humans in the digital era. Let's understand that way. So which means the reasons for which we are getting paid are becoming more and more taken over by technology. Is it a matter of concern? It is not a matter of concern. Probably it is a matter of concern for those people who don't realize this change happening and sitting in a paradise thinking that everything will happen great for them without they taking any action. But for those who understand this change happening in the future and adapting themselves to this change, it is not a matter of concern at all. The only thing you need to do is either you need to be in a position where you need to be able to use technology like this in a business domain. That is option number 1 in front of you. Or option number 2 in front of you is you should be able to design technology for businesses using these technologies, design outcomes for businesses using these technologies. So just to give an example, you should be probably the first example, how to use the technology. Probably you are getting a car today. Probably you know how to enable or disable ADAS function in your car, which will help you in many ways like collision detection and auto park assist and so many other things. That is one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is, can I actually design and implement new technology solutions for car like this ADAS? So that is the next level. So obviously, more than using the technology, ability to design technology is a higher end skill. So that is what will give you a long-term career and a more rewarding career. So I always believe that always in a position of being a creator rather than a user. That is the first thing. This is the first reason why you should look beyond your engineering or MBA degree and look to do certain industry certification. Second thing is, I will also give you a couple of perspectives. As I told you, from an industry point of view, I need ready students. So I'll give you a concrete example. TCS is recruiting 2,000 freshers only for SAP projects this year, only for SAP. 2,000 people. Even assuming an average salary of 5 lakhs per annum and a training period of 6 months. So 6 months salary is 2.5 lakhs. So 2.5 lakhs into 2,000 rupees, you can imagine it's about 50 crores of salary that is getting sunk in running a college after college. And not only the salary cost, they also are maintaining training facilities in places like Ahmedabad and Nashik, plus the other costs like server and trainers and all that. So it's a huge amount of money that is getting invested in preparing you, who is supposed to be a qualified engineer or an MBA or a BBA, to be ready for job. So we need job-ready people. So that is one more perspective why such an industry-integrated program is required. And the other thing is, we can't keep talking only from our perspective. We also need to look at it from your perspective as student. So main thing is, as I told you, how do you differentiate yourself from one in a million? Tomorrow, if I come for an interview of an MBA candidate here and ask him that uncomfortable question, why should I make you an offer? How are you different from the 9,99,999 people? You should have a solid answer. You can't say that I'm hardworking, I'm a motivated person, I'm self-driven. All that anybody can tell. That's English. But if you can say that beyond my MBA, I have an industry relevant skill, I have some industry certification, yes, then you stand out. The second thing is also, all of you, I'm sure, will have an ambition to go sometime in life overseas and make money in dollars or euros or dirhams. But today's time and age, it's only possible if you go to an overseas university, spend several lakhs of rupees or crores of rupees, and get a degree and then get into an overseas career. But what I tell you that you probably invest a nominal Indian value money in India and still qualify for a global career. So this is the second reason. The third reason is, as an engineer or an MBA or a BBA, you are going to be graduating in the age of 20 to 23. And you will, when you join corporate world, you will retire at 60 years of age, which means you need to withstand in a career for 37 to 40 years of age. So you should ask for yourself, am I not learning something in my graduation or post-graduation that will keep me relevant in industry for a job for 37 to 40 years? That's the third thing you need to understand. So considering all this, the only solution for all these problems, what I put forth is to have an industry integrated program. Even though I am very cautious in my narration, I am not saying it's a SAP integrated program. It's an industry integrated program. So I'm not saying everybody should only SAP integrated program. But the main thing is SAP is a very good option. That is the reason Assam Downtown University have tied up with us, and they are going to be launching 3 programs in association with us, which include SAP certifications. So I keep saying SAP, SAP, SAP. I'm not sure how many of you know about SAP, because when I talk about organizations like Microsoft or Google or Facebook or Meta, so to say, or Google, Amazon Web Services or any of those companies, many people instantaneously know it because they are all consumer grade applications, which means every day we use a Microsoft Office or a Google Gmail or a Google Maps or some Amazon.in or whatever. But SAP is a global leader in enterprise resource planning application. So let me talk a little bit about SAP. We are an organization who are now 53 years old. We got established in 1972. We are right now in 53rd year of existence. And think of it in your mind. How many IT companies can you think of in the whole world who have survived and still growing beyond 5 decades, 50 years? Not many. If you look at it globally, it could be IBM and Microsoft. And if you look at it in India, it could be only TCS, because most of the other companies are either 80s born or 90s born or 2000 born. They may be big today, but they're all less than 50 years old. So time only can tell whether how many of these companies will cross 50 years. But SAP is one company who has already successfully crossed 50 years in age and still young enough and growing. That is the main thing. Second is, there are about 430,000 customers, 4 lakh customers in 180 plus countries using our applications. When I say customers, these are not individuals. These are all big companies. If I were to talk about global companies, names like Coke, Pepsi, Levi, Samsung, Toyota, Volkswagen, Cadbury, all these companies run their business on SAP. So I'm talking about big corporates. If I talk about India, Reliance Group, Tata Group, ONGC, HPCL, IOCL, Maruti, all these companies run on Oil India. All these companies run on SAP. So they are also present in 180 plus countries. That's the reason I said, if you get a SAP certification, you can potentially get a global career, because SAP certified people are required in over 180 plus countries. The third thing is, we are a European company, so we talk in euros. So we are about 34 billion euro in revenue, and we are the world leader in ERP. To make it very easy for you to understand, in India, if you look at it, oil and gas industry, every company runs on SAP. The only company that was not there on SAP was HPCL. Even 2 years back, they shifted to SAP. If I look at the automobile industry, the only company that was not on SAP was Maruti Suzuki. Even 1.5 years back, they shifted to SAP. The only big name that is missing in big Indian companies as far as SAP is concerned is Airtel in telecom sector, who are not on SAP. Even in the telecom sector, be it Jio or BSNL or Idea Telecom or any of the big names you can think of, all of them are on SAP. Tata Communications, all of them are on SAP. So we are more or less a gold standard as far as ERP is concerned. And the other good thing is our solution, while the primary solution is SAP, we also have several industry solutions and several line of business solutions. That way, once you enter a SAP career, you will never need to exit the SAP career. You can retire as a SAP professional. I am a case in point. This is my 23rd year in SAP, and I will retire as a SAP person in another 7 years. So that is the kind of depth and breadth our solution stack has. All that you will be required to do is every 5 or 6 years, you will reinvent yourself in terms of skill in SAP space itself, and it will keep yourself relevant for till retirement. The other important thing you all need to understand is we have nearly 26,000 partner organizations across 140 countries. What I mean by partner organizations is, name any big IT company, be it IBM or Accenture or TCS or HCL, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, L&T Mindtree, Deloitte, Capgemini, EY, KPMG, name PwC, name any big IT company, they all are our partners, because with 1 lakh employees, we cannot service 430,000 companies. When I say customers, they are companies. So we have that too for such large ERP, which is managing tens of billions or hundreds of billions worth businesses. So we are partnered with many big IT companies, and I'm sure many of these are dream companies where you also want to join your first job. So this certification will help you join these companies, because these companies recruit significant number of freshers for just some time ago. So I told you TCS is planning to recruit about 2,000 people this year only for SAP practice. So they all recruit several hundred to several thousands of freshers only for SAP practice every year. So that is another big employment opportunity. Plus, they also do projects for our customers globally. So again, it opens up a global career for you. So that is another benefit of having a SAP certification. And the reason why we are surviving and growing for 25 years plus is because our applications are continuously evolving with age and time. Like for example, today's age and time, things are like, in-memory computing, cloud, mobility, intelligent technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, name anything, it is all present in our SAP solutions. So that is the reason we stay relevant. We keep reinventing ourselves. So that is also not done by every company. We are one such company who keep reinventing ourselves with the age and time. And that is another reason SAP is there for 50 years, and it will be there for even upcoming 50 years and beyond that. And the other facts are all more for your information. There are several websites available, including our own SAP Global website, India website, SAP Labs website. You can go and check about SAP. There are also several discussion forums available in the internet. You can go to any forum and ask, what is the benefit of doing an SAP certification? Is SAP career a rewarding career? I can give it in writing. More than 99% people will respond positively, saying that yes, it is a very valuable certification and it's a very valuable career for life. So that is something I can guarantee. And this is for you to just understand what is the size and scale of customers we have. When I say customers, these are such big companies I am talking about. Just take an example of Samsung. It is $200 billion US. A billion is about 100 rupees. So 100 crore. So which is 20,000 crore US dollars. And the dollar is about 80 rupees. So we are talking about 16 lakh crores rupees worth of business being run on a ERP system by name SAP. So that's the kind of size and scale. So obviously, when SAP as an application, as a software is managing such large companies, which essentially means that we are managing more than 50% of a country's GDP. In any of the 180 countries our applications are running, we can proudly say that more than 50% of the country's GDP is managed by SAP applications. Obviously, we need to have quality in terms of how we train and certify people who can design and implement and work as a SAP consultant. That is where we have 100+ certifications, and we are now happy to announce that in association with Assam Downtown University, we are making it available for students in eastern part of India to benefit from doing a SAP certification integrated set of programs going to be launched by Assam Downtown University. Again, these are some of the dream companies you can join if you complete these programs at the ADTU in the next 2 to 4 years time. And from a SAP career perspective, once you finish an SAP certification, you can either get a job with SAP itself or with any of the system integration partners, all the big IT companies I showed you some time back. And even some of the customers have big SAP global competition centers, especially in India, and especially more so in Bangalore and Delhi, so to say. Examples being Mercedes-Benz, Shell, Honeywell. So many companies have their SAP competition centers. They also have few hundreds to few thousand people strong organization, and they also recruit few hundreds of people every year. So that is another big employment generation. And the moment we talk about any kind of software application, people tend to believe that it is only for engineers who know programming. It is actually not so. The good thing about SAP is SAP being a business management application, there is a role for not only programmers, but there is also a role for functional people. That's the reason we are going to be offering these certification programs for MBA and BBA students also. Just to give you an example, I am an MBA myself, as Deepak introduced me, and I have a specialist in HR, and I don't know programming. In BE engineering also, I did my electronics communication, so I was never a programmer in that sense of it. So I started my career as a SAP HR consultant, and I was successful in that role for many years. And after that, I took a role shift, and now today I'm a solution architect. With age and experience, you also mature to different roles. So that is the other thing. So you can get into consulting roles, you can get into support roles, you can get into pre-sales roles, you can get into project management roles, you can get into training roles. And also you can grow in multiple ways. You can branch out. Some people actually continue to specialize in product and they become a platinum consultant. Some people take a shift into project management and become team lead, project manager, program manager. Some people might, like me, tend to become solution engineers, solution designers, solution architects. So there are multiple ways you can structure your career in SAP, and you can take a shift. And sometimes a project manager also has taken a shift into solution architect. Everything is possible. So that's what I'm saying. You can peacefully assume that if you join a SAP career, you will retire as a SAP person. That much guarantee I can give you. And there are several people in the market, in the country, and also overseas you can network with and also verify what I am saying. So having said about why there is a need for industry integrated program and why SAP is a good option and what kind of careers are available for you as students if you join these programs, now let me tell you what are the 3 programs Assam Downtown University is going to be launching in association with SAP. The first one is for the BTech students. So they are going to be launching a BTech in Computer Science and Engineering with specialization in Cloud ERP. So that is the first program. The second program is they are also going to be launching a Master of Business Administration in with a specialization in Cloud ERP. And they are going to be also launching a Bachelor of Business Administration with a specialization in Cloud ERP. So these are the 3 programs. Now let me actually talk about these 3 programs in a little more detail. So when it comes to BTech in Cloud ERP, what it will have is like it will have a large part of the Assam Downtown University curriculum, maybe about, I would say, of the 160 credits, nearly 150 odd credits will be from, 130 odd credits will be from Assam Downtown Universities, and the balance about 25 to 30 credits will come from SAP programs with 3 SAP global certifications. So that is the first thing. From an MBA perspective, again, of the 80 credit program that they will be running, nearly about 50 to 55 credits will come from the standard curriculum of Assam Downtown University, and the balance credits will come from SAP by way of 2 SAP programs with 2 SAP global certifications. In the case of BBA also, it will be 120 credits program roughly, in which again their Assam Downtown University part will be nearly about 90 credits, and the balance about 30 credits will come from SAP with 2 SAP programs with 2 SAP global certifications. And the good part is this whole SAP part of the program in these 3 degree programs will be delivered by one of our delivery partners who are also a gold partner, which is Seed Infotech. And that is what Deepak, who spoke in the beginning, is part of. So we will have SAP approved trainers coming from Seed Infotech who also have implementation experience, and they will come and teach. Not to take away any credentials of the professors in Assam Downtown University, but also then SAP as a topic is new to them. So that is the reason they have also, we have discussed and we have decided that the Assam Downtown university part of the curriculum will be taught by their professors, and our trainers or professors will come from Seed Infotech, who will handle the SAP part of the curriculum, which means you are going to be getting trained on these industry programs by direct certified professionals in the same area with industry experience also. That is another thing that you need to keep in mind. And what are the program details? From an engineering perspective, in the first year, apart from the curriculum of Assam Downtown University, you will have a certification program in integrated business processes. What I mean by that is, as a programmer in a business application software, you need to know what are the various functions in an organization and how they operate. So we will be teaching you financial accounting, management accounting, manufacturing, procurement and inventory, sales, HR, these kind of functions will be taught for you in the first year. And there is also a certification in the end of the year, which is a global certification. In the second year, SAP has been developed in a proprietary language of us called Advanced Business Application Programming. In short, we call it as ABAP. It is a back-end programming for the application itself. So in the second year, through third and fourth semesters, you will be taught ABAP programming language with the certificate and ending with the certification in that. And in the third year, SAP also has a front end for which there is a programming called Fiori programming. So in the third year, which is the fifth and sixth semesters, you will be taught Fiori programming. And at the end of the year, you will also get a certification in Fiori development. So in 3 years, you will learn about business processes and you will become a full stack developer qualified to do both back-end programming and front-end programming. And in the fourth year, the entire year is reserved for internship, either in one of the partner companies, which is some of those IT companies I talked about, or customer organizations like the names like Shell and Honeywell I talked about. So this is the way BTech program will be structured. So what is the outcome? You will come out as not as a BTech in CSE like one in another 10 lakh, 7.5 lakh people, but you can proudly say that I'm among the very few hundreds of people in the whole of India who have a BTech in CSE in Cloud ERP with 3 SAP global certifications and 1 year of work experience, because your entire fourth year is reserved for internship. And internship will be 90% plus will be paid internship. So obviously you will also earn while you learn. So that is another benefit of this particular program structure. So you can begin your career as a SAP technical consultant. You will get internship come project. You will also get placement assistance. I will talk about it later. And as I told you, any SAP certification also gives you career for life and a global career. This is about the BTech program. Now the next program is MBA. MBA is a short duration program. It's only 2 years and 4 semesters. So in this case, what will happen is in the first year, you will have a choice depending on the number of enrollments. We will decide on the certification. Can one of you, whoever has unmuted, can you go on mute, please, if you don't mind? One of you who has unmuted, can you go on mute, please? Thank you very much. Hello, can you go? Yeah, thank you very much. So in the first year, you will be actually going through a SAP certification, either in controlling or sales or success factors module, aligned to your MBA certificate, MBA specialization, whether it's going to be finance or marketing or HR. So that is something we will counsel you at the time of admissions. And in the second year, in the third semester, you will go through the integrated business processes certification, which I spoke about some time back for engineers also. And the entire fourth semester, 6 months, will be reserved for internship come project. So what is the outcome here? Again, you will not become another MBA in 1 in 10 lakh people, but you can proudly say that I am 1 in few hundreds of people who is an MBA with specialization in Cloud ERP with 2 SAP global certifications and 6 months of work experience. So that is the outcome. So obviously, you will start your career as a functional consultant. You will have an internship and placement assistance also, and career for life and global career. And the third program is BBA in Cloud ERP. Here, again, in the first year, you will go through the Integrated Business Processes program, which I talked about a while ago. And in the second year, you will go through our certification in sales or HR. Again, we will counsel you at the time of admissions and accordingly guide you. And in the third year, 5th semester will be at the university for studies, but the 6th semester will be for internship come project. So again, even in BBA, you can say that I am in 1 in few hundreds of people in the whole of India who holds a BBA in Cloud ERP with 2 SAP global certifications and 6 months of work experience. And I keep repeating the word global certification. I'm not sure how many of you noticed it. The reason for that is very, very simple. Even a BTech or a MBA or a BBA you get from Assam Downtown University may not be comparable to the same kind of degrees from any other university, because every university may have a different curriculum, different pedagogy or method of teaching, or a different evaluation criteria also, different ways to assess. Some people may just have a midterm assessment and end-term assessment. Some universities may have class participation, weekly quizzes, group projects. So different variations are there between universities. But as far as SAP certification programs are concerned, all the 100+ certification programs, anywhere in the world, if somebody wants to get into that certification program, they will go through the same curriculum. What you're going to study here as theory, lab, etc., it's the same thing they will go through. Also, they will go through the same kind of certification exam. So that's the reason I keep saying it is a global certification, and that's the reason if you get this certificate and show it to the world, they will, anywhere in the world, they will say, though you have studied in India, they will understand that you are fit to be a SAP consultant. They will give you a job anywhere in the globe. So that is the reason we are saying getting this SAP certification will open up a global career for you. So now that I have talked about the three programs, BTech, MBA and BBA, now I will talk about how we plan to deliver this. So the main thing you need to understand is in many of the industry certification programs, what also will happen is like we will just give some reading material and then they will expect you to read on your own and get certified. That is not the best way to learn, because tomorrow you are going to become an SAP consultant and you are going to design and implement using our application, which is going to control nearly 60% plus of a country's economy, right? So obviously we cannot leave it for self-learning. So that is the reason. First thing is we ensure that we give in-person training in the campus, which means the instructors from Seed Infotech will come to Assam Downtown University. They will be stationed there and they will be conducting the classes for you in person in a physical classroom. So that is the first thing. Second thing is we will also prepare you for the SAP Global Certification. While we will do all the internal exams as per Assam Downtown University, because they may surely have a midterm assessment and an end-term assessment and a few other ways to test you through the semesters. We will do all that. But after you complete the university tests and exams, we will also prepare you for the SAP Global Certification exam. And even the SAP Global Certification attempts are included in the price that you will be paying as fee for this particular program, which means every year you will get 4 attempts for SAP certification. We are also taking care of that. While as students, we are confident that you will be bright enough to clear the certification exam in the first attempt. Just in case, if it goes the other way also, every year while you have to do only one certification, we are giving you 4 attempts so that there is enough buffer, you will not lose out and you don't have to invest anything more. The fee you pay will cover this also. And the third and most important thing is we will also help you in placement. We are not assuring placement. Nobody assures placement. Even an IIM or IIT doesn't assure placement. Let's be very clear. By the end of the day, we can put you in front of the hiring organizations, and it's up to you to actually perform well in the hiring process and get selected. So let me show you this SAP India Career Site. So what happens is the moment you get certified, your profile will be actually uploaded in our own website called sapindiacareer.com. And I hope that the screen is coming up and you are able to see it.
Yes, sir.
Just hold on for 1 minute. So here what happens is, it is the moment you people get certified, your profile will be updated here, and hiring organizations like Infosys or Wipro or HCL or Deloitte or L&T Mindtree or ENY, all these people are members of this particular portal, and they keep sharing their requirements with us, and we will do a matchup of matching profiles and then share it with them, so that then you get into the selection process. Typical selection process would be, technical interview. Sometimes they also do an aptitude test even before the technical interview, and then followed by a technical interview, and then followed by a HR interview. That's where the selection process happens in many of the companies. And even today, I'm sure Assam Downtown University, there are several IT companies. I have seen your placement statistics also. There are many of our partner organizations themselves who are visiting you for placement. So for them, this will be an added advantage. That is point number one. And point number two is this will also open up new companies, new IT companies who are our partners who probably today are not visiting Assam Downtown University, also visiting your campus. So that can also happen. There is, I think that page loading is taking a little time. I will come back to that later during the Q&A session, not to worry. Now, in the interest of time, let me proceed with the rest of the presentation. The other thing is, from a delivery methodology perspective, for somebody to learn and get certified in SAP, you need four things. One is you need the theory content. You need a server for practice. Like in any subject that you have in a college, you need theory, which is books. You need a lab for you to practice. You need a trainer to teach, and you need an exam to pass. So what we are going to do is we are going to give you something called a SAP Learning Hub, which is our own LMS. In this LMS, you will get all the content, unlimited server access, and 4 attempts of SAP certifications for the duration of learning. In the case of BTech, it will be for 3 years. In the case of MBA, it will be for 2 years. And in the case of BBA also, it will be for 2 years. And from the trainer perspective, as I told you some time back, we will have an instructor-led physical classroom training in the campus of ADTU. As far as delivery schedule is concerned, this is something we will discuss and agree with the ADTU management and the faculty. Either it can have as a daily class or weekend class or midterm breaks or before and after midterm breaks or semester breaks. These are all some things we will work out and let you know, not to worry, but we will ensure that you are trained by trained industry certified professionals with project experience as per a schedule, which is comfortable for everybody. And we will also carry out all the assessments and certifications as per ADTU examination cell requirement. And then we will also prep you. As I told you, we will give you some trial exams before you appear for the SAP Global Certification, so that we increase your chances of clearing the SAP Global Certification in the very first attempt. So that is also something we will do. So this is going to be our delivery methodology. It will be a combination of a LMS from our side and a trainer, and it will be fully aligned to the university program scheme in terms of how the program is run. It is an integrated curriculum, so all the SAP subjects will also be part of the mark sheet, and you need to clear the internal assessments of midterm exam, end-term exam, etc. for you to get the degree, and after that you will also appear for SAP certification exams. And you would also wonder, so why is it such a big deal to do a SAP certification program? Just to give you an understanding, SAP certification programs are very expensive. And I'm not making it up, it's a fact. It is anywhere between 15,640 rupees to 32,200 rupees per person per day. That is the kind of price per person per day. So for an entire engineering, you may pay 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs. For an entire MBA, you may pay 2 to 4 lakhs. For an entire BBA, you may pay about 3 lakhs. But only the SAP part of the curriculum we are going to be giving, including the 3 certifications. If you were to go out in the market and do it, you can go and verify for yourself. It will cost you nearly 15.62 lakhs. The same is the case for MBA. If you are going to do an MBA marketing with that SAP specializations we talked about, it will cost you 8.36 lakhs in the external market. In the case of BBA, again the same thing. If you are going to do a HR specialization, it will cost you about 4.34 lakhs in the external market. So you may wonder, am I going to be charging you so much as students? No, that is not the case. This is for external candidates who go to our centers and do it independently. But for students who are going to be part of Assam Downtown University, it's a much more competitive pricing. That is something ADTU team will counsel you at the time of admission. But it is fraction of what I'm showing you. No, don't even get worried. But all that you need to understand is for that fractional additional investment, you are actually getting such a high value certification, set of certifications from SAP, which otherwise will cost you anywhere between 4 to 15 lakhs in the external market. So that is something you need to understand. All that I would say in conclusion is, the era has already come that a normal degree from a university will not suffice. You need to have industry certification added to your core degree and be job ready. That is point number 1. And in that process, having an SAP certification is a very good option. The reasons I have already enlisted in terms of how good a company SAP is and how good a career you can get with SAP. And aligned to that, we are launching 3 programs: BTech, CSE in Cloud ERP, MBA in Cloud ERP and BBA in Cloud ERP at Assam Downtown Universities. These are actually in the external world programs worth 4 to 15 lakhs. But as ADTU students, you will get it at a fractionally more, higher investment than the regular program of the same nature in ADTU. So this is a golden opportunity, limited seats available. So please do come over, and there will be a counseling also done for you and the parents who will be joining you to make you understand further why it is good to take this program and what is the specialization also you need to take in the case of MBA, BBA, etc. What is the specialization also you should look for is something we will counsel you at the time of admissions, looking at studying your profile and work experience as the case may be. So these are all just for your understanding in terms of what are the courses that we'll be offering. So any of these hyperlinks, if you click, you will know the price I'm talking about is that kind of a price, whatever I told you. Just for an understanding, let me show you. Yeah, so now you can see here, this is the career site that was taking a time to load. This is what is the career site. You can see here, there's an aspirant section and a resource seeker section, and you can also see your fellow friends or students who have actually, oh, no, why is it? For some reason, it's not browsing through. Okay, anyway, fine, no issues. So you can also see some reason it was frozen. I don't know why. Yeah. So you can see here, it is a 3 days course. It's a 3 days course from SAP. The market price is 96,600. I told you it is 32,200 rupees per person per day. So you can verify for yourself whatever money I'm saying, it's the real money. And also you can see here, these are some of the fellow students like you who have attended such programs in other universities. There are only few universities who do this program. In the whole of Assam, ADTU is the first university that is going to be offering this program. So for the people in the northeastern part of India, this is a golden opportunity. So don't miss this part and be part of the SAP ecosystem. I can tell from my own experience as a SAP professional for over 2 decades now, it is a very good, wise decision to make. You can also do your own homework. Obviously, I'm not stopping you from that. And you can also come for the admissions at ADTU and get counseled by qualified counselors for this program to know more about the program and which one you should pursue. And look forward to welcoming many of you in the SAP professional world very soon. So with that, I end my narration. I will take a pause for any questions and answers we may have. Thank you. Signing off. It's your Chandra Mouleeswaran. You can call me Mouli. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, sir, for a quick understanding of what, how is the whole world moving on, and what is the great dependency of technology that is coming up for the next generation, and how the next generation has to be ready for this new revolution that has come up, and diving deep into what type of programs that can help and things like that. Hope it was informative session. So we are open for Q&A. Any of you who have got any query regarding SAP program, career, placements, anything of it, please feel free to ask the queries.
I request the members, if you have any queries or if you want to ask anything, please go ahead.
Sir, it will be quite difficult to remember all the things, no, the time. So if you can provide us the PPT for all the programs, whatever SAP is offering.
We can surely do that, madam. We will surely do that, yeah.
Because it's quite difficult, no, so remember all the things, whatever you have already informed us.
Fully understand, madam. We will share the PPT with you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I see that
Good.
Mr. Rahul has raised a hand. You can go ahead, unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, sure. Good evening, sir. It was very nice listening to you. My name is Rahul. I have a question for you, sir. Currently, we have a very limited criteria set for MBA SAP. I mean, the criteria sets as only for BCom. So I wonder, because you are already also providing BBA SAP ERP. So it would be very nice if BBA can also, have a set criteria for the same. They can also go forward for MBA ERP. That will,
Yes, Mr.
expand
Rahul.
our domain.
Yes, Mr. Rahul,
Yeah.
the same we have discussed with Mr. Indranil today morning, and we are open to invite anyone coming from the commerce and management background for these programs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
the same has been discussed in the morning. Requested Mr. Deepak to oversee this. I again request Mr. Deepak if we can just formally do this parallelly.
Yeah, sure. See, this MBA integrated cloud ERP program can be done by anyone coming from the commerce and management background. And if someone is coming from the engineering background, for example, someone is a BTech in computer science and they want to do MBA, or BTech in any specialization, but they want to do MBA, it will be a very good combination for them to take up MBA in cloud ERP, because that's a very ideal combination of technology and management.
All right, sir. Thank you. Yeah, sir. Thank you. But sir, we need something in documentation, because as of now, we have only received BCom student can go for MBA ERP. So we are limited towards that. If you give a documentation, I mean, it would be very helpful.
Surely.
And lastly, sir, I have one more point to make.
Go ahead, please.
Can we get a direct POC, because our team in line often deals with a question which needs a resolution at the very moment. So if we can get a direct POC, point of contact, from your team, which can strategically help in counseling on spot, so that will be very helpful.
I'm your point of contact right now. This is Deepak from Seed Infotech, and I'll be there at your campus on 23rd and 24th. We will do a counselor training program, and also we'll do a physical session. Will that help?
Yeah, thanks so much, sir.
Any other questions? Okay, if there are no other questions, thank you all for joining the session, and hope the session was informative and useful, and especially for the student friends. So look forward to welcoming you all as part of the SAP fraternity globally very soon. And for all the teaching staff and professors and other management team members who have joined, thank you for this trust in SAP and partnering with us for these programs. And we will work together to make this a grand success for all of us, including the students. Thank you all. Have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.